here we are, guys. This is the Woodward Dream Cruise. This is getting pretty cool, guys. You have a GT3 RS, tons of classic cars out here, and there's much more cars down that way. Now, Ford does have multiple locations when it comes to displays, but this one right here is, I think, the best one they have because it showcases a wide variety of their lineup, especially considering the Ford GT over there and all the Ford performance vehicles wearing a blue paint job. We have a development GT500 right here. You can tell just how much they've driven this car, and especially how hard they have. Look how dirty it is, guys. This looks awesome. I love how the bumper is actually painted black still. We do have the 16.5-inch brakes, as you can see. The more I look at it, guys, the more excited I get to actually drive this car on the track. Moving over here, you can see a clear example as to what we're going to deal with this new car. The Cup 2 tires pick up absolutely everything, and they're going to fling them right here on the side skirt. Now, what you can do, though, is you can buy something probably for very cheap to block this entire air channel, and if you do that, then you obviously wouldn't have any of these rocks flying up and damaging your paint. Look at these two holes. I'm guessing this is where the Cobra would go on the side of the GT500. Moving further, we have a full roll cage all throughout the car, and you can see all the equipment they're using. And we do have a Momo full racing bucket seat with the original steering wheel. And as you can see, they do have all their data loggers right there above the Sync 3 system. Should we put a full roll cage in our 2020 GT500 carbon fiber track package? Please let me know in the comments section down below. We have the GT4 style rear wing with the original GT350 badges on it. Now you will notice though just how similar this GT4 rear track wing is to the new GT500. Honestly, they look so similar, and just like the new GT500, you can adjust the different settings for more downforce or less downforce depending on what track you're on. This thing looks so mean. And then here we have an iconic silver 2020 GT500 with the handling package, as you can see right here. I think most people are going to opt for the handling package because it's not that expensive compared to the carbon fiber track package. And I think that is a blue stripes. This is iconic silver with blue stripes, guys. What do you think? Please let me know in the comment section down below. First time I've actually seen this spec before. It looks pretty nice. And here we have a painted stripe 2020 GT500, and you can see how there are no more gaps. The gaps are completely gone. Everything is seamless. It stretches all the way under that, all the way around. You can feel a clear coat on it. Now, Ford told me when it comes to the painted stripes, they're outsourced to Penske. Moving over here, as you can see, it's all seamless. You don't see the edge of the stripes at all. And you can tell right here how there's absolutely no gap, which is pretty cool. All in all, I think the quality is going to be there. You're going to be getting your money's worth in one way or another. At least that's what Ford has told me. It costs $10,000 because they paint the car, they outsource the car, ship it to Penske, and just ensure a perfect quality finish, which is why I'm ordering it. The 2019 Shelby GT350 has the new rear wing shared with the 2020 GT500 with the gurney flap. We have the new wheels, and the rotors are no longer drilled. Right above that, you'll see the Cup 2 tires. This should be pretty interesting, guys, compared against the GT350R. Here we go. In the interior, they did change as well. We have new gray accents all throughout it. Okay, here we go, guys. The clutch feels different to me. It just doesn't feel as light. I wonder why, guys. Yeah, it feels different. Maybe they've changed it? I don't think they have, though. That's very interesting. This one feels heavy, actually. The GT350s, I always thought they had very light clutches, but in this, I actually kind of think it does feel heavy again. Check that out, guys. To our right, we have the 2020 GT500s. First time ever experiencing Woodward Dream Cruise, guys. And I gotta say, this is a lot of fun. It really is. But again, being inside of a GT350 with an orange paint job is just so awesome to me, guys. But being in a normal GT350 again is just exciting because I no longer have a huge rear wing behind me. I can see completely right behind myself. And you know what, actually, guys, the gurney flap, it looks cool. It really does. This is the same wing you'll get with your 2020 GT500, especially if you do get the handling package, because that gurney flap just gets bolted on the very edge of the spoiler. Also, what's different is that you see that right there, it says B&O. So with the GT350s now, you can get a B&O audio system. This entire dash has completely changed. Right away, you do notice that this thing does have Cup 2 tires, just like my GT350R, but they're not as wide. So on this car, we have 295s up front and 305s out back versus the 315s I have out back and the 305s I have up front. This offers just such a different experience than the 2020 GT500. It really does. And the more I drive it, the more I feel like this is truly a special car, because thinking about it, this does have a manual transmission and it revs all the way up to 8,250 RPM. Is it in loud mode? This car still has the resonators on it. So when it comes to having a GT350 and an R, they're going to sound completely different in the sense that the R is just insanely loud. Even if I rev match downshift, let's hear what this sounds like, guys. Yeah, see, it feels a bit toned down. Nonetheless, though, it's still a fun car to drive, guys, but I think I prefer the R over the 350 because the second you get inside of a normal 350, you can definitely tell the difference between the R and the normal one, which is also making me wonder how the carbon fiber track package GT500 is going to compare against the normal one. Okay, it sounds good, guys, it really does. And you know what, guys? The steering feel, it feels a lot better than the normal GT350. I can definitely tell that this new GT350 has been improved over the original ones, because driving it, I feel as if Ford has done an awesome job just fine-tuning the car that we already know and love, but just to the point now where it's perfect to me. So on the track, this should be the fastest GT350 ever, excluding the R, of course. This event, guys, it really is cool. And another GT500, guys. This car is so much fun, it really is. I think there's definitely going to be a market still for Shelby GT350s, even considering the new GT500s coming out just around the corner. Because if you truly want that driver-focused car that feels like it's purpose-built for one thing only, that being a track car, this is going to be the best bet when it comes to buying a Ford Mustang. And yes, this new 2020 GT500 is going to be faster at the racetrack, but this thing, it offers you something else. Yes, it's not the fastest car out there, but the feel that it gives you, it's exciting. It makes you feel satisfied every single time you go onto the racetrack and do some crazy fast lap times. You know what, guys? After driving the normal GT350, I really haven't realized how different it is in the GT350R. If the R is that much more different than the normal 350, I can't imagine how much more different the new carbon fiber track package is going to be when compared to the new GT500, because just driving that, like I just said, the R feels like a completely different car. The sound, the throttle response, everything about it, the R just doesn't feel like it's the same car as that. So again, I really do wonder how the carbon fiber track package compares against the normal GT500, which is also why I have made sure to get the carbon track package, because I feel like I am much more of a track-oriented person. So for me, this is the best package to go with. This is gonna be the last time I'll be seeing the GT500 for a little bit, guys, but just stay tuned because we have a lot more crazy content to come with it. And this is cool, check this out, they put lights in. So the green GT500 is being illuminated. I really can't wait for this car, especially when it comes to driving it on the racetrack.